Just kidding. All right. Good morning. Hi, everybody. I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my quilting life. It's another episode of Breakfast at My Place. Today we are having leftovers because I really got to catch up. Really got to catch up on things. So we're not making anything new. I'm going to work on Sunday's project. I'm not even going to give you directions. You watch Sunday's video 2 weeks ago because, I haven't been here. And then catch up on that. And then by Sunday, I'm hoping to have all this together and whatever else I need to do ready for the next step. Because I didn't have time and I should have brought it with me. I didn't think anything of it that I should have brought this stuff with me so that I can get it all prepared and pieced together and so on and so forth. But I didn't do that because, well, I didn't do that. Alrighty, so let's see who's all here. Load. Okay, no, you're not gonna work? Okay, exit that out and go back again. Okay, here's a chat. There we go. Let's see. We got Cindy, Karen, Julie, Geraldine, Susan, Sue. Let's see. Christy, Cecilia, Gloria, Beverly, Rhonda, and many more. Sorry, guys. All right. Hello to everybody in the chat. So I'm just going to work. You guys can chit-chat, ask questions. We can talk, find subjects to talk about. But again, I'm not really going to overview the Sunday's project because you can go to Sunday to figure that out. 2 weeks ago, Sunday. I am so tired too. Like all this, everything, that I've been doing. And I got home and yesterday I slept a lot and then edited a video. So tomorrow you guys will have the QuiltCon video. All right. I had to figure out what I was doing here too. I was like, what am I doing? I had totally spaced it and laid all this out wrong. And that's what happens when you disappear for 2 weeks and then come back to it and go, oh yeah. So I'm going to start sewing these to get caught up with all those of you that have been sewing along with Sunday's project. And I shall catch up to you all. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Come on, chair. Stupid mat on the floor. All right, here we go. Oops, I need a seam guide or else I am going to get all functified with my sewing. Although when I was at Becca's, I didn't use a seam guide. I just sewed and it worked out. But here, I want to make sure everything stays good. Because, well, I'm trying to make a Lone Star here. And, oh, that's perfect. Perfect. We all know that the Lone Stars have to be not perfect, but good. Okay. I'm just going to match my points by doing the things that I do. Okay, that's 1/4 inch, right? There. My machine sounds so weird because I cleaned it that day before I left. It's like, whoa.
No one's been in this room.
Nobody's been in here. Yeah.
Other than vacuuming it?
Scott vacuumed it while it was gone, but that's as far as it went.
And dusted. No,
oh, he dusted too. He dusted my ceiling fan and my table. I'm just matching them up as I go. I don't feel like pinning or clipping, although I should, but I'm not. If I pinned them all prior to, then it would all be good, but I'm not looking for super perfection. I'm looking for getting all this done so that I can move on to the next step. But hey, we're hanging out and we're sewing together, and that's all we want to do, right? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I
What
can't
happened?
sew.
What happened?
All my points are off. Every single one of them. By a lot. Seam ripper, seam
This is
ripper.
your first getting back in here. Maybe it's going to take you a minute.
Yeah,
Just
it's
give
gonna
it some time.
take me a minute to be normal again, I guess.
Give it some time. There's no rush.
Whew. We're gonna pin. Screw it. I'll just pin it. Maybe it'll be better that way. Keep that seam ripper out just in case. All right. This to be pinned right there. This. You know, it's also because I'm probably really tired, and that's why it seems like everything is just going to be a disaster for me. This is the part that takes forever, is pinning. Now you guys know why I don't like to pin. Everything's like blurry. Can you go get my glasses?
Yes.
Glasses, please.
Are they on the nightstand?
Yes, they're on my nightstand. Thank you. Well, not just the readers, you know, my actual glasses.
I know what you meant.
Thank you.
Glasses.
My glasses, so that I could see. Ooh, I could see. I wonder if I fold back all the rest of these seams. If they're lined up, because I can see now. Let's see. Oh, that one is okay. That one is not okay. See? Let's do this again now that I can see. That's a 1/4 inch. That looks good. Put the pin in. Leave it there. Back. That looks good. Put the pin there. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask questions about anything you want. You guys know I'm an open book. Gives me something to talk about, you know?
Well, tell them about Mr. Thumper.
Thumper
They all want to know.
is okay seeming lately. Scott said the whole time I was gone, he was playing and being, but I'm pretty sure it's because it's warming up now, and Thumper,
The doors and windows are open.
the doors and windows are open, and he always gets hyper when we put doors and windows open around here. Oh, that went through my finger, not through the whatever I needed it to go.
Did you tell him about his losing weight?
And he lost a pound.
Which is a huge ordeal.
Which is a big ordeal because, you know, Thumper is a big cat. So losing 1 pound is like losing 100 pounds in a adult type situation.
Well, not that much. But...
To him it is. So he's, you know, his hips must be feeling better because he definitely is doing a little bit better. I'm going to sew it this way and pull my pins out very carefully, like, because I'm upside down.
It's like us
It's like us
losing 10 pounds.
losing 10 pounds.
If he was our size, you times him by 10, that would make it 150. He's weighs now. He would have been 160. He lost 1 pound, which takes him down to 150. 15 pounds, 150.
Yeah, I probably should have not done my pins this way. Please not be off. Please not be off. I also just realized my stitch length is not a good stitch length. That's better, 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 better. Okay. That's much better. We'll put the seam ripper out of the way then. pins back over here, and I'm just going to finger press everything to the right. Okay, so if you're not going to start a conversation, I will. Don't forget, for all of you, even though I don't have to, all of you, time change is on Sunday. So you'll be setting your clocks forward, right? Yes, forward. So that means when I come on Sunday, instead of it being a 2-hour difference on the East Coast, it will be a 3-hour difference. So don't forget, when you change your clocks forward, it's going to, whoa, what is up with my piecings here? This is no good. I'm telling you, this is not good. So when I come on at 5 p.m., if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 8 p.m. If you are Central, it will be 7 p.m.
Or 6.
Or 6.
Depends on where they're at. And then California.
And in California will be the same time, all the Pacific time zone. You will be on, I will be on at the same time, 5 p.m., which will be the same time as you for the next who knows how long. Because I know it lasts however long it lasts. So don't forget, I will be either 3 hours different, 2 hours different, or the same exact time. And I don't know if Mountain is the same exact time or not, but that one you'll have to figure out. And like I always say, if you don't know, go on and type in what time is it in Arizona, and or look on your clock thing on your phones, and then you'll get the time that it is here, and you'll know what time to subtract or add for 5 p.m. on my Arizona time. And for breakfast at Tiffany's, it'll be like 11 a.m. for the East Coast, and or 10 a.m. All right, here we go. Let's sew this.
All your fans are amazed you're pinning.
I'm pinning because I didn't starch anything. I didn't whatever. I sewed my stuff together like I always do, but for some strange reason, all of this is a little on the wonky side. And normally I don't pin, I just sew, but for some strange reason, all this stuff is just wonky. All right, let's see how good this one is. Probably going to be just as horrible. I don't want to have to sew every single one of these twice. Okay, that's good. Oop, there's one more pin. No wonder it wasn't holding back. Good, 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 and good. Woohoo! I guess sometimes the pins might, come in handy. Okay, next, we're on 1, 2, 3, so we're on this one. All right, pin my end here. Line things up. Yeah, normally I don't have an issue, but this fabric, on the other hand, is having an issue. So this will take me, well, that's why I said I figured today's live would just be catching up, because I knew this was going to take me a while to get done. And I want to be prepared on Sunday. I figured we could just chit chat because, you know, that's what live streams are for, is chit chatting and rushing through things, because that's pretty much how I sew on a normal basis. Finger. Why do I keep hurting my fingers? I smashed, there's a big giant blood blister right here because I went to put my, you know, the suitcases have that pull-up handle and you roll, and I was trying to get off the plane and, or no, I was getting onto the plane and I was going to push the handle down so that I could put it up in the bin thing. And I went and I pushed it down and it pinched my finger in it on the way down. Oh, that hurt so bad. I also met a new quilty friend on the plane. So when I was on the plane, I sat next to a woman, Merlinda. She hand sews as well. So she does applique. And I was piecing a little, another little box thing, because I made this box with English paper piecing, although it's kind of smushed and funky because I did shove it into my suitcase. But I started another one, not a lidded box though, but I started another box, and it, I'm not very far on it. Good, 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 and good. But I at least started it, and I was sewing it on the plane, but then we just started talking, and both of us stopped sewing, and we were just talking about quilts and quilting and, you know, things like that. I've never met another quilter on the plane. So that was interesting.
Is she going to watch your channel?
Yeah, she subscribed to my, she started watching it when we were, because we went all the way from DC to Vegas together, and we had one stop in Denver. So
maybe she'll be on here.
She was on her computer and she went onto my channel while we were there at in Denver waiting, and yeah, she's like, "Oh my goodness, you do this is awesome." Yeah, it was pretty cool. Have any of you guys ever met somebody on a plane that quilts too?
Did the other lady go to QuiltCon?
No, she didn't go to QuiltCon. Nope, she was at a quilting retreat. She said she's never been to QuiltCon, so I told her all about QuiltCon and all the fun things. Yep. I just made sure. Told her I'm not going to QuiltCon though in 2027 in Atlanta, Georgia. I got goals to do different shows. I can't always just do one. We'll see if I get to them though.
You never know.
Never know. You never know what I'm gonna do. I'm all over the place. Always have been. Should do. Put that on there. Good, 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 and perfect. Okay. Add another. Not two, just one. Ugh. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not even going to be caught up, but we'll see. Because I still have another video I need to edit. Because yesterday I spent time editing the QuiltCon video. Like I said, you guys will see that on tomorrow morning. And then I have to edit another video still. I'm hoping I could still get some time to sew. Plus, I got long arm quilting that needs to get done and all sorts of things. You know, when you're gone for 2 weeks, you really tend to get behind. If it was like house chores, it would be easy, but mine is like all sorts of sewing stuff and quilting and long arm quilting. I did manage to long arm quilt 11 quilts while I was at Becca's house.
11 total? Holy cow.
11 quilts. Well, 2 of them were small, like little wall hangings, but I still count wall hangings as quilts, if you guys didn't know this. It is still a quilt. It just hangs on a wall instead. So I did 11 of them, which is actually really good for me in a matter of a week. But it gave me something to do because literally everybody had to work. So I had nobody but myself to hang out with, myself and a long arm. I played with the computer, so now I'm not efficient at it, but I know how to use the Pro Stitcher, so I don't feel dumb when I don't know what to do. Because now I know. I don't know everything yet, but I know mostly. I'm not very computer literate, so, you know, it's not the easiest for me. All right, I'm not even going to press this for now. I'm just going to set it aside. And now I have 6 more to make. Nice and not pressed. There we go. I'll press it later. What? Okay, we'll see.
Find out by Monday.
All right, get these pins in here. Felt like that one moved as I was putting the pin in. Oh no, it's good. Okay. Sometimes, you know. So my friend Nita made me this cool little pin holder. It's ceramic magnetic. So she did the ceramics and then put a magnet in it, and it's a cool little pin holder to sit on the machine bed. So I don't always have to have this big thing because this moves around and this one doesn't move as easily. I'll show it to you in a second once all the pins are off of it. I'll have Scott hold it up. It's really cute. She does ceramics and it's pretty awesome.
What am I holding up?
My little new magnetic pin holder. So that's my pin holder that my friend Nita made me.
Glaring. The pins just stick onto the top of it?
Yeah, the pins just stick on it.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yep.
That is nifty.
She always makes me something new every year when I see her. And this time she made me a pin holder.
Oh, are you using it? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm using all of them.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what's going on. Because you need two at a time, huh?
All right, bring the pin holder this way. That looks good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough. Well, it's not very flat. It's okay. That's what the iron will fix. Told you these jelly rolls weren't the perfectest. I probably could have trimmed them all down and made things a lot easier. And then starched it all. But then that's just a waste. In my world, we just make things work.
What went in his cage? I thought he'd come in and say hi to everyone.
Oh.
I guess he's shy.
He's like, I know you were talking about me. I ain't gonna come in there and say hi.
Yeah. He's been running around all morning. I guess now he needed his nap.
Yep. Thumper says, I'm done for the day, people. All right. I'm about ready to throw this thing.
I'm sorry, I tried my best.
Sorry, guys. Let me do something real quick.
You take it off?
Yeah, it keeps. See, look at my chair keeps getting caught
That's
on
what I'm
it.
saying. Do you want to put the new one on top of
Nope.
the whole ordeal?
Nope. I'm just gonna place this on that side of the room. Just use the old one, and if I get my foot cracked in it, oh well.
That's true. Are you listening?
Mhm.
If that's true, we'll get you one of those other ones.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Lowe's and Home Depot. It'll last you another year. Okay, my love?
Yep. Check it. Good. Good. Whatever. Leaving it. I'm really just not in the mood to make all this like super perfect because I really want to just get to the next step. 1, 2, 3. We're on 4. I also have things I need to bind. I mean, like, I really just have a lot I got to get done. And I feel like editing the next video is more important than any of this. In my book, I mean, you know. I spent 2 months filming a video for you guys, and I haven't had a chance to get it done. Okay, I poked myself.
You haven't got to edit it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you need a Band-Aid? You're bleeding there.
I'm bleeding.
Why don't you get blood on the quilts when I'm getting it?
Look at that. I got blood everywhere. Oh, shoot. I did get it all over the fabric.
Do you need a rag?
I need a wipey or something.
Okay, I'll get you a wipey.
Actually, let me just go wash my hands. I will be back. I blooded all over myself and all over the fabric.
Well, here, I will clean the fabric a while.
He's going to clean the fabric.
Where's it at?
Right there.
Oh, you did get a lot on there, didn't you?
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Cold water should take it
I
off.
poked. This is why I don't use pins. Because pins cause bleeding. He's just going to clean the block with cold water. I'll start another one while that one dries. Tiffany should not ever use pins in the morning. They're dangerous to me. I'll start another one though while that one dries. Make sure that it's not bleeding now that I've washed and dried. Making sure. Okay. Yep, it happens. In our sewing room, quilting is a dangerous hobby. There we go. I can see comments now. 1 and number 2. Oh, yeah. No matter what I do to keep from pinning towards my fingers, it doesn't work in my world. Like, I pin wrong, apparently, you know?
Ow. Got me hurting myself. I got the majority of it. Looks better.
Thank you.
You're
I'm gonna let
welcome.
it dry right here.
Yeah, it's underneath the ceiling fan. It should be good.
It should dry, yep. It happens. Yes. Okay, I got blood on this one now, too.
You need Band-Aids?
Yep, I got a Band-Aid myself, guys.
Go Band-Aid yourself. Where's the blood at on this one?
Right there on that gray spot. Oh, my goodness. You know, my friends. What?
Your clips do the job they're asking?
My clips will kind of do the job, yeah. Yeah, right. He's like, I'm going to have to use them because the rate I'm going. My hands are like the worst they've been in a long time. Always hurting them. They ache anyway. I don't know how to not hurt myself. All right, I had a second finger that was bleeding. Which one? Right here? It's not bleeding right now. Let me bend my fingers and see. Okay, I'm good. Well, whoever ends up with this quilt will just have a lot of my DNA. Did it come out?
Yes.
Okay, good. That one came out too.
Well, if you know where to look, it was still
Oh, I
there.
see a little.
No, that's
No?
a streak. No, if you know where to look, you obviously don't know, so I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay, then don't tell me.
Smart man cleaned it from the front and the back, so I got the majority of it. It's much lighter than it was.
I have a feeling the clips are not going to do any good for me right now, though.
You need more Band-Aids?
No, we're going to pull all these out and use clips. Let's see. Clips are harder because this fabric is stretching and the pins are a little bit better for that. So now I have to go right up to the clip and then pull it so that I don't mess that spot up. So I'm just going to switch to not using my seam guide. I'm pretty sure I can keep a 1/4 inch seam. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like they're just getting messed up here. Let's see how well clipping did as opposed to pinning.
Would glue work better than pins?
Okay, nope. This one is way off. Would basting glue? I don't have enough glue to do that. Which one was it again? This one. only going to do that section real quick. I mean, I could baste every seam, but it feels like to me it'll just take too long. I've had to do that before, though. I want to just do it without and see again. Maybe I'm just whatever today. When you get really frustrated, just put it down and do something else. All right, this means number 3. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Pins, no clips, just sew. Now that I have my glasses, maybe things will work out better. So I just sew to a seam and stop, and sew to a seam and stop, lining them up before I get to them. You know, line up the next one and go. I have a feeling no pins were a better idea. And now you know why I needed time to catch up.
Yep.
Because not only am I hurting myself, but I'm also, you know, struggling here. Whew. So I needed some time. Don't let it discourage you, though. You know, if you start poking yourself, see, I could do this without nothing. I'm just going to continue on without any added help, unless I absolutely need it. Then I will grab something. So we're at 1, 2, 3. We're at 1, 2, 3, number 4.
How would you measure that block? I've never made a Lone Star before.
How would I measure the block? Here to here, or here to here should be the same distance. And then here to here, you really don't have to measure, but that measurement comes in handy when you're building around it. All right, let's sew this one on. I have my seam ripper next to me in case I need it, you know, just in case of an emergency. It's really weird to try to bend this back though with a Band-Aid on my finger. Hello. Come on. Perfect, right there. Perfect. So like the row itself are 2.5-inch strips for this one. And then you put these little rows together. So it'd be 2.5, 4.5, 6.5, 8.5, 10.5, 12.5. So this should be 12.5 inches from here to here. Good, good, perfect, almost perfect, and absolutely perfect. I could do it without the pins. Let me get this one on here now, even though that part's wet. Let's just pop these pins out so I don't torture my fingers any more than I need to. I poked my fingers a whole heck of a lot when I was EPP piecing, English paper piecing. Whoo-wee, did I poke them. I even went into my hand a couple times because we
Ow.
were in the car. I did it the whole, like I finished that whole box on the car trip from Raleigh to where Becca lives in Virginia. And let me just say, you know, when the car gets on a bump or a dip, you poke yourself.
You can do stuff like that while riding in a car?
Yeah.
Now, see, if I would do something like that, that would make me car sick.
It would make you car sick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not me.
I can't read in a car. I can't do anything that involves super concentration. I would get sick. Just sitting there riding in the front or the back, I don't. But if I would read, or if I was like sewing or something, or doing a crossword puzzle even. You know?
Really? Yeah, I never really did anything like that in the car, so I'm surprised I was able to.
Well, I tried to read before.
I just like listening to music on car rides.
I tried to read before, and I can do it for a while. It takes a while for it to happen. But, you know, when the VA used to take me to and from Prescott, I used to read. If you remember, I'd take books with. But I can only read for a short while. You know? I can only read for like a half an hour. The trip's 4 hours, so I read for half an hour, then I talk to the guy. I read for that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'd start to feel nauseous. And after the nausea goes away, then...
That's good. All right, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on both of these, so we're on piece 5.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah, I was able to do that in the car. It's not very easy to do, especially with the little tiny needle that you need for EPP. And I was able to start the next one on the plane, so, and I had a lot of turbulence too on the plane ride because it had just finished snowing the day before when I left Virginia, and it was rainy, foggy when we left, and then when I got to, it was cloud shelf the whole entire time, and then we got to Denver, and it was also cloudy and rainy. It just finished raining as we landed. I mean, there were still it looked like there were still raindrops coming down in some areas. And then I was stuck there for 2 hours, so it's a good thing I had a travel buddy, because I would have been bored as heck. Oh, I'm going to leave that. This one's got 2 that are off, but guess what? I'm leaving it. Not in the mood. I mean, it's not totally noticeable. Okay, let's add this one to this one now. I think I like my way, no pinning. It's just harder because you got to do this right here where you're sitting. And then hold it nice and tight as if it was a pin. Sew to it and then move on. Just need to get this part done. There was only 8 to sew, so that's a plus. Looks good, great, perfect, nice, beautiful. All right, let's put a 6th one on here. Bam. Any questions? Conversations? Oh.
Well, Christina, loved meeting you at QuiltCon.
Ooh, I am so glad that a lot of you got to meet me at QuiltCon.
And she got a bracelet.
And you got a bracelet, yep. So if you missed it at QuiltCon, I should have put that in I forgot to put that in my video.
What?
My bracelet.
Well,
Go get one. It's
I'll
on
go
the...
get one and show it to him.
So if you missed it and you didn't go to QuiltCon, you didn't get a bracelet. But this year, instead of stickers, I was genius enough to think about walking advertisement for my Tiffany's Quilting Life. And I had bracelets made specifically for this wonderful, wonderful vacation going to QuiltCon. So...
Really, honey? That's too much time. It's going in the garage.
He's going to get a bracelet and take out that darn annoying rolling mat that's not meant for my area here. Good, good, great, grand, amazing. All right, so here's another one. I'm not going to press it yet. I will press it later. Just putting it on the wall. All right, and the bracelets look like this. So on one side, it says, I love to quilt. And the other side says Tiffany's Quilting Life with the butterfly, and the thing is purple and white. And there has a sewing machine on it and everything. So if you were lucky enough to get one of those at QuiltCon, you know, then you got one at QuiltCon. And if you didn't get one, but you met me, it's only because I ran out. Because I did run out of them. I probably should have brought more than 100 with me. I didn't think anything of it. But that was Scott's fault. He didn't think I'd need more than 100.
Yes, you wanted to take more, and I said, no, you got plenty. You don't need to fill your suitcase up.
I wanted to take more because I kind of knew. I remember from years past meeting more than 100 people, so I wanted to take more than 100, and he's like, yeah, I don't think you're going to need 100 of them. And then I ran out on Saturday midday. So Sunday I had none to give out. That's what I gave away this year instead of stickers, was wearable walking advertisements. So someone else would see the stick. Oh, where'd you get that? And Tiffany, she's rolling around on a scooter. Go find her. And that's how the whole thing started. It was a smart idea, honestly. And it was a sticker it wasn't a sticker that you don't have room on your sewing machine for, you know?
Well, everyone does stickers. We were different.
Yeah, everybody does stickers, and I was different.
It was a great idea. You had your idea.
It was my lovely idea.
And when you told your husband about it, what did he say?
When I told Scott about it, what did you say?
Huh? I loved it.
Oh, yeah, he loved the idea. I was like, I went online, and I was like, so I made this bracelet thing, and I'm showing him, and he's, what's it for? I said, for QuiltCon and for, the cruise coming up and whatever else we have it for. And I was like, I'm going to order 100 of these for QuiltCon.
Instead of stickers. And I jumped on it. I said, oh my gosh, we got to get more.
Yeah, so instead he's like, up the numbers. We ended up with 300 of it. We ordered 300 of them.
Yeah.
So some of you may have already gotten one because it came in you purchased something from me and you got it in your package. We don't always remember to get that kind of stuff in the packages, but, some of you may have already gotten one, not at QuiltCon.
Auctions and de-stash sales.
Auctions
normally
and de-stash
get one, but
yep.
We sometimes forget.
Sometimes we forget.
If we're in a hurry, we sometimes forget.
So there's that. So I did bracelets, a wearable thing that you can cherish for however long you want. I thought it was fun, and I want to do it again next time, but I want to change it up just a little bit. Change it up. Why? Because I can. And it was probably about the same amount that stickers would have costed anyway, so, Yeah, I didn't have room on. I got all sorts of cool stickers from other people. I mean, I do have room on this machine for them. And one or two of them I will put on this machine because I did get a really cool skull. And, I love skulls. So I'm going to probably put the skull on here. And like one or two of the butterflies that I got.
Tell them we can show the stickers on our mail opening.
I could show the stickers on my mail opening, yeah.
Because yeah, Monday we're probably gonna do mail opening because we have mail that you got while you were gone.
Yep, there's mail that we got while I was gone. Okay, I gotta reset these two seams right here. They are not perfect. No, no, no. Not perfect.
So you can show them stickers then because the mail shouldn't take too long.
I did show them in my video, so you guys will see that tomorrow, but I didn't like go up and close with each one. And I didn't tell a story about any of them either because I was really in a hurry, and it's a 40-minute long video as is. So, because I kept seeing so many cool quilts that I kept having to film it. Oh, come on. Hello. Where are you? Rip, rip, rip. Not sure what's going on here. Okay. That's weird. Seam ripper does not want to go in the seam ripping of ness. Is that a thing? Seam rippiness?
Yes, that is a thing.
That's
apparently.
my thing. Seam rippiness.
Apparently that's a thing. Seam rippiness.
All right. Let's readjust to that lovely seam here. Right to there. And start sewing. Right up to it. Readjust this one and a little higher. There. And if it's not correct, now that I sewed it twice, and it's not, this one is now, but this one is not, I'm leaving it. You know, it's those things, if I don't do it the second time, I'm just going to leave it alone. Why? Because I can. You know what I really got to get done is I got to make more project bags because I need to make like 20 more. That's going to take me a bit. I think that I'm going to get all the quilts that are needing to be quilted that are laying over there done because most small quilts only take me 15 to 30 minutes at most. What I will do is get all those done so I can get to my vinyl and get some more vinyl.
Did you have a standout favorite quilt this year?
Did I have a what?
Standout favorite quilt this year?
A standout favorite quilt was actually, oh my gosh, the word. Francis, which was a portrait quilt. I don't know why I'm drawn to portrait quilts. Maybe it's because I want to make one, and so I get all these different ideas from all the different portrait quilts over the years that I see. So Francis, I don't remember who sewed it, Sue or Susan or something. I don't remember exactly. It actually won People's Choice also, which was pretty awesome. That one was my favorite of the adult quilts, but there was two children's quilts that stood out. One was Amelia's quilt. She is a little 7-year-old, and she has a little YouTube channel. I told you guys about it. You'll see it in the video, her little quilt. She even sold her little quilt at the show, which was pretty darn awesome, and I got a little picture with her, and she was there with her grandma and her mom, and pretty awesome. And then Lorelei from Pigs in a Blanket Quilting, her Instagram. Oh, that's what I forgot to add to the thing. I'll have to change that later. That's what her Instagram is, Pigs in a Blanket Quilting. And her quilt and Amelia's quilts were the ones that just gave me joy. Although there was tons and tons of amazing children's quilts. But those two were my favorite. I think it's just because Amelia was right there and she was super cute, and you know, it was surprising. It was her first quilt and all that stuff. So I was like super excited for her.
Again?
7 years old.
7 years old. She made a quilt. That is just cool. That is so cool.
Yep. And then she when she realized that I had a lot of subscribers on my YouTube channel, she's like, she wants to be like me with her YouTube channel too. I thought it was adorable, super adorable. She even was like, can you help me get more subscribers? Obviously in a child's voice. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. She goes, can you ask that lady if she'll subscribe to my channel? I said, I have no problem with that. So I literally rolled my scooter over to this other woman and I said, would you be interested in subscribing to a 7-year-old's little channel on YouTube? And she goes, what's it about? And I was like, right now she just has little gaming things on there. She goes, what's the name of the channel? I gave her the name of the channel. Yes. I thought it was super hilarious. I think it's like Kitty McCready or Kitty McCleary. I don't know. I have to look. It's in my subscriptions. So when you guys like look on my channel and it says subscriptions, things that I'm subscribed to, it should be there. But yeah, it was super cute. That's a little off, but I'm going to leave it. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. I have a feeling that there is no perfectness in this whole entire project. All right, this is 4. We need 5. After this, I have 3 more to make. Oh, I feel like I'm making progress this morning now that I've switched from using pins or clips. Don't need it. Don't need to kill myself anymore. With my fingers especially. I'm actually going to move all that out of the way because out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I had a great time at the show. Met lots and lots of wonderful people, you guys out there. Had lots of amazing conversations with everybody. Took lots and lots of pictures, but not from my phone, from everybody else's. So if you did go and you're part of the Facebook group or Instagram, you guys can share your pictures with me. You know, just tag me. On Instagram, you just tag at @tiffanysquiltinglife. And then on the Facebook group, you just post them. I'll see them. Or you can just, tag me. Most of you know how to find all that on Facebook. Yeah, because I took so many pictures with people, but my phone camera is horrible. So I didn't get very many pictures from my own camera, like at all. Mainly Becca and Mary were taking pictures from me, and Alicia, Becca's sister, were taking pictures because I just did not. Every time I tried to take a picture, it looked horrible. So they're like, you know what? Let's just do it from another one. And most of them all had iPhones, so better quality, I guess, compared to what I have now, which is an old, 6-year-old phone that sucks. Still works on YouTube, so that's all that matters right now. Oh, I did the little quilt that I made on Sunday at Becca's house on the Sew Sunday, her scraps challenge. I actually quilted that on Monday, the final quilt. So I can actually show it to you guys. It's not trimmed or anything. I didn't trim oh, I don't like this one. This one's way off. Let me change this corner one real quick. So give me a second to pluck this and restitch it, and then I'll show you how I quilted it. Like I said, I haven't trimmed it yet, but it's quilted up and done. And a lot of people were amazed that I was able to do that just on the fly. And you know what? I could do a lot of things on the fly, like not use pins and sew this. It's a lesser offer, but that's okay. We'll leave it. Lesser offer. You guys like how I speak? Put this up on the wall until I can press it. Let me grab my lovely little quilt from Sunday. It's been folded in a suitcase, so it's kind of wrinkled.
Oh, that is awesome.
So that was what I made on So Sunday while I was at Becca's. Wow. It was a little challenge. She gave me some scraps of things. Some stuff was like sewn together already in triangles, so I made this. He's going to bring it up close so you can see the quilting. I just did a really tight topographical quilting, and it looks really awesome. So I made a Lemoyne star within a
Lemoyne star.
Yeah, that's what the center one is called, or an 8-pointed star within a sawtooth star. And then just mixed everything up and threw it together. And this is what the back looks like. It's just a Moda grunge, a gray one, but the backing fabric kind, so it's a little bit silkier than the regular grunge. So I just need to trim it and find some scrap to binding that is batiks to bind it with. So there's that. I have so much fun when I'm just messing around and playing with scraps. Not that I'm a 100% scrap quilter, but it definitely appeases my, whatever the word is. It makes me happy. But I do like making things like this too, where it's controlled. Because that's what this project is. I'm a sucker for batiks too. I saw that comment. I don't know why. It's not the feel of them, it's the vibrance of color, you know? Because the feel of them isn't always that great, depending on what brand of batiks too. Some of them are like super soft, but some of them also feel like a smidgen rough in a way, and that's just because of the wax, you know.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Good. Not good. 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 Should I pick it? It's more than 1/8 of an inch. I was on a roll too, and now all of a sudden I'm picking again. Like, seriously. What the heyday is going on? Much better. Yes, we got boxes out there, but I don't know who from because he hides them from me. But he did say that there was mail that came in while I was gone. And he is definitely happy that I am home. Thumper was even happy that I was home. He slept in the room with me most of last night. He has a new spot. So we have a new carpet in this house, and we've kept it pristine as best as we possibly can. The suitcases that I've been using, when they go through when you pick up your bags and all the conveyor belts and all that stuff of everything, they get absolutely filthy, 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 filthy. So much so that if you lay it on something, that filth transfers. So Scott laid down a towel on the floor and then put my suitcases in it, and then I packed them up, and the same thing. I used the same towels to unpack, laying the suitcases on it. And the filth transferred to the white towel. Anyway, so he gets it out, brings it back, gets it prepared for me to have the suitcases back. And Thumper actually started using it as a bed. So he brought in 2 new towels when I got home and laid them on the floor so that I could unpack, because we have garage towels we used to dry the car with. So he brings those in, lays them down the floor, because Thumper has taken over the other one that we originally started with for me to pack my suitcases. And they came back 10 times filthier than they were when I left. Like, it's bad. Don't know how it gets so bad. And now I wonder why everybody uses black. But then they use a black suitcase and don't realize how much filth is actually on your suitcase. Anyways, long story short, Thumper now has taken over the towel that is now just sitting on the floor in my room. And that's his toys are even on it. And that's now his new little laying spot for some strange reason. He knows it's hard because he can't jump up on my bed, and he knows I don't want to get up and down, up and down, up and down every time he jumps on and wants back off and jumps on and wants back off. So he now has a floor spot with his toys on it, and he just goes and lays there and plays with his toys for a few minutes. It's a car towel, so there's a hole in it. So yesterday he was playing with the hole because I don't know what he thought was underneath it, but he was playing with the hole. He's been very active since I've been home, and Scott said since I've left. And I think that's due to the fact that the doors and windows are open and it's warming up. It's not as cold. And again, cold affects arthritis, because it does to me. And I'm kind of glad to be home. It's not affecting me yet that it's warmer. I'm still struggling because it snowed while I was there, and it was freezing while I was there in Virginia. And actually it was freezing in North Carolina, at least for me. I mean, it might not have been for other people, but it was for me. So now he has himself another little play area / bed, which is cute. He likes weird stuff, and well, that's what my kitty is, weird. Oh, at least it ran out of bobbin after it passed the seam. I don't have a full bobbin here, but I do have a random bobbin just laying here. I'm going to put this in now. No idea what color I've even been using. Was it white? What fabric are most batiks made of? Cotton. It's a cotton fabric that's hand dyed with there's videos on YouTube. How are batiks made? You go to it. They lay out this giant, long, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 yards of fabric. And then they do all the washing things, and then do all this stuff, and they do all the preparing. And then they take these cool, like, wooden stamps. Some of them are not wood, some of them are something else. But they take these really cool stamps, and they stamp it into the wax, and then they stamp it into the color, and then they stamp it onto the fabric, and they just stamp. And sometimes it's a second stamp. So they grab that second stamp and put it next to the first one to create a continuous design. Sometimes it's a big stamp, sometimes it's a little stamp. But it's all done on cotton fabric. And it's really awesome, the process of batiks being made. It is a tighter weave of a fabric, I think, than regular quilting cotton. But I don't know, batiks are beautiful. I love them. 3, 4. I like watching how it's made videos, by the way, if you guys didn't know. I'm all about learning things.
No, you didn't have a seam guide on Sunday at Becca's, but you do now.
I didn't have a seam guide, no, on Sunday at Becca's house. She said there was one somewhere around on her desk, but I didn't feel like digging for it, so I just went without it. And I can sew without it, just not as good. I mean, I can do it, but my seams tend to get wobbly. I can't sew straight for the life of me. So like what I'm doing now with the folding over the seam and then holding it, I would end up getting crooked. So the seam guide keeps me straight, you know. I don't need wavy seams to change, you know, the size of anything. I need them to be as straight as possible on this. I'm really, really bad at keeping things, you know, nice. Because I'm a quick sewer. And it's not because I just want to get it done. It's because I can't go slow. You know, I struggle with taking my time. Because then I get bored in between the process. And we don't want that. We want me to not be bored. And I'm not bored when I go fast. Maybe it's the ADD, probably. With an H in there. ADHD. Because I'm kind of hyperactive in a way. I mean, sometimes I'm calm, but that's only because I have to be for something. Other than that, I'm pretty hyper and I do get a lot accomplished. And the main purpose of it all is to distract me from pain. Because I'm in so much pain that the slower you go, if you think about it, the slower you go while you're in pain, the slower you do things, the more you think about it, the more it affects you, the more it just, oh, it hurts so bad, I don't want to move kind of thing. I keep going and go fast and get things done, and the pain does not affect me like that anymore. It used to back in the day before I found quilting, but now I'm good. And I'm glad for it too. I'm glad that I don't have to take pain pills unless I absolutely 100% find it necessary. Those are the days that I find myself crying because it hurts so bad, you know. I almost felt that way after sitting in Becca's chair, her flexi spot chair at her sewing table. Oh my God, that made my hip hurt 10 times worse. It was so bad I could barely sleep on that hip that night. I couldn't sleep on my side at all because my leg, I was trying to lift it up onto a pillow. Oh, it didn't work. What? But that's just my opinion. My body is different than everybody else's, and now I know. Yeah. All these different chairs and stuff I've tried sitting on over at Staples and, you know, Walmart, and what I currently have that I don't like, and all these things, you know, I've tried lots and lots of chairs now, and I think it's just my body that's messed up, because in my opinion, I don't like them. Becca loves her chair. Everybody else loves the chair. I personally do not. I do love her desk, though. One of her desks is the adjustable flexi spot desk. And I could use one of those, you know, so that I can stand. And so, because this one's kind of low when I stand. But right now I do have to sit because this requires lots of lining up, and it's hard to do that while standing. Yeah, I've tried so many chairs. I'm almost about ready to give up and just put a rocker recliner in here, you know, like an actual soft, comfortable house chair, and just put it right here, and, you know, if it adjusts maybe, sort of. Like the old wooden rockers, but not the wood one, the ones that have the seat thing. And you can rock it. It has like the rocker thing for your feet to go on to, the little ottoman, the rocking ottoman. Like, I could do that because no, I couldn't because those ones don't swivel. See, I don't know. My butt is just not happy. My shot did not work as hoped, so I am struggling with sitting on my tailbone or leaning back, so I've been leaning forward. Yeah, I'm just a mess. That's all it is. I'm a mess. Scott always says, "You're never happy." Nope. When it comes to certain furnitures and stuff like that, I'm just never happy. Like my mattress, I absolutely can't stand it. And guess what? I still have it. I loved it for the first year, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't stand it anymore. It's on an adjustable frame now, so it's tolerable. Because if I get in too much pain, I just lift the leg of the bed or the head of the bed a little bit. So that works. All right. 2 more left. And then I can be done with this. And then I gotta press it all later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But then I'll be caught up, and then Sunday I can show the next steps, and all of you who are following with that could be happy that I don't have to take extra time to do other things beforehand. I try not to draw videos more than two videos worth for something, because you seem less interested out there when I do that. So if I can get it done in 2 videos, that's the goal. At least for these kind of things. Most things, I could do it all in 1 video. Sort of. Not every time, but mostly. You know what's really cool so far? This time, I didn't get sick. I'm in a lot of pain from the trip and all the ups and downs and walking and the stairs. But I don't have any sickness other than my concurrent sinus infection that has been going on since like June. So I'm actually surprised that I didn't get sick. And I was around Becca and her daughter and everybody, and they cleared up from their flu pretty quick, which was a good thing. So I didn't end up sick, because that would have sucked if I did. So I came home happy and healthy. Not rested, though. Just the happy and healthy part. I need like another day or 2 for resting. At least I feel like it. That looks good. Great. Grand. Awesome. Ta-da. Next. Yeah, the last time I went to QuiltCon, I was sick within 2 days of being at QuiltCon. And it really sucked. And I was sick right away the last time I was on the East Coast too, because of the weather change. It gave me a cold. This time I was good.
Yes, I'm truly amazed. I knew you'd be in bed all day yesterday. That I expected,
yeah.
But I'm amazed you're not sick.
Yeah, being in bed yesterday was okay. I still managed to get up and edit, which is what I needed to do. But it did take me a while to edit, more than normal, because I was just so tired. I mean, normally it was 40 minutes worth of footage, and I made it a 40-minute video because I didn't skip out and cut much out of it. And yeah, I literally took like, I don't know, I think about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours I spent editing, because I just was so tired. I'd stop, I'd get up, I'd move around, I'd play on my phone, and I did good though. I got it done. That one's off, but I'm leaving it. It's not more than 1/8 of an inch, and pressing it might make it look good. No, don't go there. That's right. There.
This is true. You need a vacation at home after a vacation away.
Yep,
Right
I need a vacation at home after vacation for sure. Problem is I got home on Tuesday. Wednesday, I definitely needed to get some editing done so it come out Friday because Thursday was breakfast at Tiffany's. So this time I didn't have, like, if I would have came home on, say, Monday, then I would have, Tuesday to have edited, Wednesday to have rested, and then Thursday been fine, But no, didn't do it that way. When I go, I do it exactly 2 weeks. A Tuesday I travel on the airplanes, and a Tuesday I come back on traveling on an airplane. So technically I get, less than 2 weeks there because I travel on the Tuesday and on the Tuesday out and Tuesday in. Which is better than traveling on a Monday, I think. Tuesday was not as busy of an airport.
We hit all the construction known to man.
Yeah, we did hit a lot of construction between Vegas and here. And then while here and on the Arizona side, yeah, it's just construction. Yeah. They're doing all sorts of stuff to the highways, adding this, removing that, taking away this, making the roads softer. That kind of stuff. Good, grand, amazing, promising, beautiful. Notice I keep saying weird words. They're not weird, but I keep just saying my words to make it great. No, right there. Perfect. If you guys have questions, ask. I'm an open book. I gotta have conversation, or else I feel like I'm in this room alone talking to myself. But you guys are all in here with me. It's a good thing you're all on this side of the room, though, because you still don't want to see that side of the room. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and I showed him my fabric room, the disaster zone. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like it's embarrassing, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I bet you everybody's room looks like this. But not everybody is on camera. And I probably should start cleaning up because I do have to do a lot more cleaning in this room and my other room. But I ain't doing that now. No way, Jose. Absolutely not. Not good. Good. Great. Perfect. All right. Let's just will you stay right there in between? Sure, why not? Okay. Last one, and then this will be done, and then I can waste some time by trimming my little quilt. And I don't know what else. So much stuff going on in here. What else did I need to do that I totally forgot? Well, I have one over there that I need to bind. I don't think I have time for binding, though. I mean, I always have time for binding because binding doesn't take long. There are a few steps that I do to make sure, like adding a tag and putting hanging hooks on wall hangings. So my few little extra steps make it take just a smidgen longer. la la, that's great. Perfect. Why is the last one got to be like so perfect? The rest of them are just not. But that's okay. Because I don't care. If you're new to my channel, you'll learn this. I really don't care. Unless it's a show quilt,
I don't care.
then it's, you know, then I pay attention and do right. But this ain't going to be no show quilt. This is going to be a utilitarian quilt.
A used quilt.
Yet you use it and use it and use it and wash it and use it. What you looking for?
I'm putting this on the wall.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's going to get pressed anyway.
It's not on the wall. It was folding over and falling off.
Sunday, everything will come together and you'll be like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
I don't know why I didn't take all this. I should have took it all with me. It would have been done and ready to go, and I wouldn't have had to do this today. I could have done something totally else, you know. Not so fabulous. I want to pick that one. How did that one get so messed up?
You were on a roll.
I was on a roll. That first one was like perfect. This one, not so much. Well, my perfect, not perfect being judged. I totally could be a quilt judge, though. Like, you know. Because I'm so...
what color binding you would use on this?
What color binding I will use on this? Well, I'll probably use the leftovers for binding. Or whatever else. Maybe white. Maybe... I don't really like using white binding, but... I may use the teal. That's going to be the background of this
That might
color
look pretty cool.
as the binding, because I do have the goal. We started with 2 yards, but I have 2 more yards of it, so I can just use that. Just like there was a ton of pieces left over that I'm 100% contemplating a piano keyboarder, but we'll see after I do the next steps. And then we'll figure out if I'm going to do a piano keyboarder or not. Because we're going to use some pieces, you know, for the next step, which will be on Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
What were you saying about being a quilt judge?
Oh, yeah, I could totally be a quilt judge, I think. Because how I know this is off. So when I get to a quilt that somebody else's, I could be like, oh yeah, nope, deduct a point for this, deduct a point for that. Oh, look at this quilting, it's amazing, but the tension is off right here. You know, like I could totally be a quilt judge. It's just the particulars of the way I look at things. I wouldn't be too harsh though on my comments. I would be like, you tried, you did an amazing job. Better luck next time on lining those seams up. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably how they talk when they give you your little paperwork afterwards. You're like, you need to work on binding. Your lines seem to have gotten wavy while you were attaching it, so it's not quite great all the way around, or, you know, because I definitely judge my own quilts, even though I don't care, but I am very harsh to myself. This part I'm not being harsh on because, again, utilitarian quilt. Not meant for show or display. Well, if you want to display it, I mean, sure, why not? But for me, it's not that. I am still taking my time a little bit to make sure it's somewhat copacetic, you know? Don't want to be too bad, because then I'm just like, what in the heck was that girl thinking? You know? Up a little.
This girl is on fire.
Yeah.
That's what Tiffy's thinking.
Yeah, this girl is on fire. I usually think that when I'm sewing jelly roll races.
Yeah.
Because I just sew. You guys have seen me sew a jelly roll race. And that's when you're saying, this girl is on fire. I don't want to get that stuck in anybody's heads, though. One more piece to it. Ooh, lovely, great, fantastic, awesomeness. One more. And then these will be caught up, and then I will trim the other quilt. Oh, I probably should show my newest toy on my mail opening too.
Oh, yeah.
Since I literally got a new toy and haven't been able to use it yet because, well, I used it kind of, sort of, but only because I had to preparate it. But
that on Monday before.
Yeah, I'll do that on the mail opening. I'll show you guys my new toy when I do my mail opening.
I'll be done on Monday.
Yeah.
You can show them all your stickers.
I can show you all my stickers, which actually I could probably show now. I threw them all in here, honestly. Woohoo! Looks great. Not so great. I could do some work, but you know what? All 8 pieces are done. Now I just need to press them, a little starch to them, which would be fine. I like to starch after the fact. You know, I don't know why I do. I just do. All right, throw those over there. I don't need my little list thing because I'm done with those. All the things I want to get done. Let's trim this up and get this ready for needing some binding. Oh, and if you didn't know, this shirt is covered in whatever. Right. Anyways, this is this was 2026's Raleigh QuiltCon shirt.
Does it say there, I love your quilt?
I love your quilt. Yes, this is QuiltCon presented by the Modern Quilt Guild, and this is Raleigh 2026. It has a spool of thread that says measure twice, cut once. And then it has a bobbin. And there that is. That's the shirt. They had this was the main color though. I'm pretty sure I saw people wearing a different color. All right, this is not going to be there we go. That's straight. It's not like a perfectly square quilt because I made it a little on the crookedness when I was doing it, and I trimmed it pretty quickly while on the live stream at Becca. So,
well, what's the difference in paper piecing and foundation piecing?
Foundation paper piecing is piecing your blocks on paper, and paper piecing is piecing your blocks on paper. English paper piecing is the other one, using the papers underneath to create stuff. Obviously, most people do hexes with English paper piecing, which is these things right here. And then you put your fabric around it, and then you pop these out after you've made, sewed your pieces together. You go and pop them all out. So that's English paper piecing, and regular paper piecing is taking a piece of paper. Most times it's like a newspaper type paper and then sewing on it all your pieces. And most of them have markings. So see, this is way off. We want it to be super straight. It's going to be about right there.
You need a bigger ruler?
Nope.
You can do the whole thing at once?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at lining these up to be straight.
Okay, well, you got the slide lock ruler and you got the other ruler over there. I can pull your stuff apart for you.
Oh, I'll get it later. I'm not worried about making my mess right now. I like to separate the batting from the backing fabric. That way I can turn the backing fabric into nice scraps. All right, so this is nice and trimmed. Woohoo! So that's ready for something. That's trimmed. Those things are. That's that. Hold on, let me grab my newest project that I started. What'd you say? Yes, Ian, I will get to your quilt when I get to your quilt. Ian sent me home with his gravity quilt for me to custom quilt it, and it'll probably end up in a show, so it'll have been pieced by him and quilted by me. So this is English paper piecing right here. I'm making a little basket. I'd show you a picture, but I don't have it. I just know how I'm sewing it. But, oops, where's it at? I got this part started on. So I have to have 10 pieces, and it's going to go
That is cool looking.
on here. Each one of these is going to attach to a side all the way around this pentagon, you know, and then it will create another basket. So this is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to hand sew till I don't need to hand sew no more. Why? Because I can.
But you're going to do it the right way, though, right? You were showing it going around this way. This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
inside.
You know what I
want it
mean.
to go this way, right?
Yes.
So it's on the outside, right, my love?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure.
I got to find my needle, though. It's in one of these.
Just making sure.
Becca gave me a little case and some needles, so I had everything I needed.
Look at this. Did she give you all this? Is markers and all this?
Yes.
Boy, Becca's
hooking
you up.
Well, technically, I stole this one from her room.
Oh.
It's a marker to mark the word.
Oh, well,
it's an air erase marker, so
you
that I
didn't
can
need
mark
to steal
quilts.
it. We can repay her, honey.
No, it was fine. She had a ton of them.
Oh, okay.
She knows I took it, though.
Well, good. I hope so, because now the whole world knows you took it.
Becca's room is like you can find so many wonderful, awesome things. Come on, get in the hole, you dumb thing.
Okay, does thread gloss help?
Yep, I got thread gloss. But it doesn't help to needle the thread. I mean, thread the needle.
Well, you're needling it, you're threading it, you're doing it all.
So I am, okay, everyone said, am I going to convert to doing this? No, I am not. I am only doing this to finish this. After this, maybe when I get a chance with those hexies that I have, I will make my small project with the hexies, which was the plan to attempted English paper piecing. I will probably do that little small project, and then I will probably never do this ever again, unless I'm like needing something to do on an airplane, because this was like the perfect thing. If I'm not next to a quilter person on an airplane, this is like the perfect little project to do on an airplane or in a car that, on the road for a long time. Most times I talk, though. If I'm with friends or family or whatever in a car, talking is what we do. We don't really sew.
Yeah, we talked about all the construction on our way back from Vegas.
It tied, but it didn't tie like it's supposed to tie. Hello, thread. It's because I have a Band-Aid on my finger, I think. I thought I caught it, but I guess I didn't. Okay, don't go where I want you to go. Just tie it the old-fashioned tying way. So trying to roll my finger. I can't twist it around the needle and slide it down. My brain doesn't allow that. funny, actually. So I twist my finger usually and then pull it through. And there we go. Run it through the thread gloss, which is going to be hard because I'm going to use my thumb somehow with my Band-Aid on it. Like I said, run it through 3 times. So I'm running it through 3 times. Now I'm on one of these. Now I'm at home, so I have clips because while I was on the plane, I didn't actually have clips to hold these. Now that I'm home, I do.
Look at you. You got everything situated and all.
I'm not a hand piecer, guys. I really am not. To me, I'd rather just get it done with a sewing machine. So with English paper piecing, my goal is to not go through the paper when I'm sewing these edges together. And it's a really tight stitch. But in the case of these, I end up going through the paper because the paper just stays in it. It's what gives the bowl shape. So this one I'm making a bowl. The other one was a lid thing. This one's just a bowl that I'm making. It shouldn't take too much longer than where I'm already at on it. This is my little side thing. But it's cute. I'm using a Tula polka dot and then the scissors and rotary cutters and needles and pins and buttons fabric. It'll just be something, I throw things on the desk all the time right here, so it'll just be another catch-all type little bowl. Which is just fine. My stitches are also less than 1/8 of an inch away from each other. Which surprisingly, I can actually do. I thought I would be stitching this tight. But I'm trying not to have my stitches be seeable through on the outside. Some places it is, and some places it isn't. It's just because I'm not 100% perfect at this yet. And I really don't care if I ever will be because, again, not doing it again. And this is how I poked myself so many times, though, on the car and in the airplane. I guess it's not a bad hobby. But for me, someone who likes to sew fast and do things fast, that's not the cream of the crop of projects. But if you want to learn something new, Becca from Sew Becca is teaching classes and all sorts of stuff about it. So if you really want to learn how to English paper piece, it might be for you, especially if you like using your hands, like crocheting or knitting or, hand sewing or hand applique or anything like that. This English paper piecing thing might be for you. Just isn't for me. Okay, thank you. Scott put a link in so you can go to Becca's channel. And oh, yeah. It doesn't take me too long to sew each one of these on either. I was surprised, but it still takes too long in my mind. I'll bring it close to show you guys
Hey,
my.
I want to see this one with the dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's the dinosaur one. I'll come close in a second to show you guys my lovely stitching that you can barely see, like at all.
Flimsy, you think it'd be a little thicker?
It's 2 layers of the papers. The end didn't line up like you would have thought, but I think I did pretty good stitching it together.
I like the dinosaur fabric.
I like the dinosaur fabric too. It's
It
cute.
looks pretty awesome.
I literally am just going in through one side, out the other, and then just wrapping back around. I don't know what the name of this stitch is or anything, because again, I don't do this very often, so.
Karen says you have a dozen quilts pieced, quilted, and bound by the time it takes to do one each.
Yep. I could have all that. There's a stack behind the camera of a ton of table runners and wall hangings. I could literally have all those done and still not be even close to being done with these little things. It's just not for me. But I'm going to finish it because I started something and obviously I'm going to finish it. And if I would have done it right, I actually could have popped the papers out or not popped them out and then turned on a zigzag stitch on my other machine, pull it out and actually zigzag all of this together. That would have worked too. But I would have had to go through the papers to get my little thing, volume or whatever the word is. I'm like, what? 7 minutes in and I'm at the halfway point here. I could have sewn.
7 minutes, you would have had all
I
that
could have sewn
done
a
on the
lot in
machine.
7 minutes. This whole thing would have been done. At least I have clips now, though, because I didn't have the airplay. I forgot to take a couple clips from Becca's. I only needed 2, technically. Just one to hold it. That way I didn't have to pinch so hard.
Does she have tons of those clips, too?
Yeah. Everybody has tons of binding clips. How many of you have so many binding clips you don't know what to do with? I literally have this jar, and then I have a ton of little jars everywhere. Plus, I have the numbered ones and the lettered ones, and I don't even know. I probably have packages and drawers that I don't even, can't see because they're hidden. Binding clips come in handy. I have a whole package of them behind Scott, but they're the longer ones for bag making. I literally have so many binding clips, and I'm always losing them too. They'll fall off of something while I'm doing something, and I'm pretty sure when I finally clean under this desk, there's probably a ton buried in all the stuff that's under this desk. Heck, some of them have shot off of things and flew across the room. Scott's witnessed those things happen. It's happened while on video, actually. And we don't even bother finding them all the time unless it landed right in front of our faces. So this is me sewing triangles and pentagons. Well, triangles at first. And then I'll get to the pentagon part. It says to start with the pentagon part, but I found it easier to just do the triangles first than to start with the pentagon. I also chopped all my dog ears off of all these pieces because these triangles had a lot of them. So I chopped them off. That's my own personal liking. Some people sew them with them in and then clip them. But I decided to chop mine so that I can see my pieces and then sew them. Because now I can see the edge of everything I need to see on sewing these together. Look at that. Almost 10 minutes of doing this, and I barely got one triangle on. That's okay.
Did a whip stitch?
Whip stitch. Yep, it's whipping around and going through, whipping around and going through. So if that's what you want to call it, that's what it is. I don't know nothing of the names of stitches, by the way, guys, because I don't hand sew, so I don't know. I'm going to tie this off. Yeah, this is not my forte on a normal basis, so I don't know the names of anything. I do know what a blanket stitch looks like. I don't know what a blind hem stitch looks like. I've never really paid attention to all that stuff because, again, I don't hand sew, so it's hard to know. But I do know the blanket stitch and a straight stitch and a running stitch. I know that one too. All right, one more tie off. I tend to tie off a lot. Bring it close. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 2 more triangles on this. Here's the one that I just stitched. So I went along that edge. Focus. Do you see those stitches? They're so tiny. You can see it right there. See, I'm pretty good at that. Having my tiny stitches. So when I turn it around, you can't really see them. I mean, if I yank on it, you can a little bit right there.
You can see all your fingers band-aided up.
Yeah. So there's some stitches you can see. But otherwise, I think I'm doing pretty darn good with this. You know? Like this one's kind of sloppy right there. See that? Bottom. It's kind of sloppy right there on that. But, and I don't think it's very straight across the top. But whatever. Good enough for me. It's not like anybody's going to care. It's my little project for my room. All right, so that I don't lose this needle, I'm going to stick it back into a pentagon.
She has a little container in there for them.
Oh, I know, but I don't want to mix up the ones because I tend to, the needles bend on me really easy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I end up bending the needles. I'm a needle bender. All right, so I will finish this. Again, I'm just going to slowly work. I'll probably work on it at night in bed when I forget to charge my tablet like I did last night because I really wanted to play my game, but I forgot to charge my tablet and it was less than 10%. And I was like, man, I can't play my game. And when I say my game, it's because I play King's Crush, which is pretty much Candy Crush, or what was that other one that you used to play? I used Bejeweled. It's pretty much like those. I was obsessed with those. On Bejeweled, I was on level like 30,000 something. On Candy Crush, I was on like 20,000 something. And right now, I just started. When Cyrus died, I started the King's Crush on one device, which is this one, and I'm on level 6,000 something. And then just this year, at the beginning of this year, I started a new one on my tablet, and I'm already at level 2,500.
Well, you got a tablet given to you for Christmas.
Yeah, because I got a tablet for Christmas, and I put stuff on it. So I pretty much started it at the beginning of this year, and I'm already as far as I am. I love those kind of games. I don't know why. That's just what I love. So I definitely like to play them at night while I'm watching TV, because I can pay attention to both. It's pretty cool. All right. So there's that. That's what I'm doing, my little side project. And woohoo. Any questions or anything before I let myself out of this live stream?
Yeah, it's time for you to eat.
Yeah, it's time for me to eat. It's hungry time. I'm trying to get myself eating wise back on schedule because I ate my late part of my dinner last night at 8 p.m. And I don't eat at 8 p.m. ever. So my schedule is a little off. I think that I'm like back on East Coast food schedule, although the time changes don't affect me. Like time zones wise, I don't get what is the word for it? When you go from one time zone
lag?
I don't get jet lag. And plus I was only in a 2-hour different time zone. I mean, it'll be 3 hours once the time changes, but I don't think that's big. I mean, if I was to go to like Australia or something and it's the next day, obviously that would affect me. All right,
what
guys.
time the next day? It
Huh?
wouldn't be a big ordeal. How would you know if you missed a day? As long
Yeah.
as it's around the same time.
Yeah, as long as they're around the same time, for sure.
The thing that would be really weird is if you leave here in the morning and it's actually night. You get there and it's time to go to bed, and you're like, hold on.
It's daytime here. I need to go to sleep. Yeah, that would
Or you
probably
leave
be
at
the
night
one.
and you're ready to go to bed when you get there.
So that would be
it's
like
first thing in the
flying from
morning.
here to Ireland, because we would leave here in the morning and get there at night, and then you're like still awake because you're on the plane or something, or maybe you slept on it or something.
Anyway, tell them again to tune in on Sunday.
All right, so
and tell them time
Sunday I will actually be piecing this together with the next steps. And I got it ready. I'm caught up to everybody else that was doing this. So we got our diamonds together. Sunday, we will go through the next steps and get that going and finished. Don't forget, your time is changing, not mine. So Sunday, when you guys change your clocks forward an hour, I do not do that. So if you're on the East Coast, you will be 3 hours ahead of me. So if I'm on at 5 p.m., you are 8 p.m. In the Central, if I'm on at 5 p.m., you are 7 p.m. And if you are Pacific Standard Time, then you will be the same time zone as me, and you will be seeing me at 5 p.m. I don't know how different Mountain is again. I forgot. And if you're in another country, just put on your world clock, Arizona time, and then you'll know. Because I've showed you guys how to do that before. You have a world clock on your phone, put one of them as Arizona, and you'll always remember. Anyways, that's it. I don't see any questions. Everybody have a lovely day. I'm going to go eat, and then I'm probably going to go lay in bed and stay in bed for a long time.
Bye for now.
So I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep. I will see you on Sunday.